afternoon, everyone. This is RAND. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Wednesday, 2025, September 8th, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a time for change call tonight after 9:15 p.m. Eastern to talk about what's actually unfolding the American people here in our country, and the reports I've received from Australia and different parts of the world that with boots on the ground, what's the transition that's going on. You hear talk a lot. You want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position. Relaxed into the body. Statue focused on your breath rising and falling. There's like a huge data information ocean, so to speak. Some call it the AKASHIC records, other names, the great hall of knowledge. Every one of us have access to that. The point is that the majority don't know how to access it. They don't know how to open the door to it. Massive hidden library of your soul. And soul receives timeless wisdom from the Akashic field. And as Albert Einstein quoted and stated, new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move on to higher levels. And that's what we're talking about. The evolutionary advance of this species, this civilization, and call it humanity, mankind. But this is what the whole thing's about. And to receive the greatest benefit from this enlightening experience, take a deep breath right now. Relax your entire body and mind. Now continue to listen to what I have to share. Now imagine that you have the hidden ability inside you to access any piece of information you want to know in this entire universe. You have the answer to any problem, question, or confusion instantly at a glance. There is no information hidden from you at any time about anyone or anything in this entire universe. Everybody has the inherent ability to access this massive library, this Akashic records. Yet, like a muscle that needs exercise and training, it may not work at its optimum level on the first attempt. So to assist, you've written out these 4 sacred secrets in accessing your Akashic records. Is truth so particular that there is only one gate to heaven? There are no gates. Period. Heaven is inside you. You are not even the gatekeeper. Manual. Now the first secret to access it, your own record, begins with learning how to totally relax the body and still remain alert and conscious in your mind. The most expansive awareness and vigilant mind are absolutely necessary to stay present to viewing your records, or anyone's records for that matter. The only way you can be present enough is through a deeply relaxed body-mind, like in the meditations. The more you can remain relaxed and aware, the more information you can retrieve and remember. Like, see, in meditation, in the now, in silence, you access the God that you are. You're in the now. You have left the ego mind alone. And it's the same with this. Now, the second secret, accessing your Akashic record, is about believing it is possible to access any information in this universe. Keep your mind open to the possibility that we are all deeply connected to a database of information that one could call the mind of God. Sometimes, if it's too big of a jump to believe in something we have no proof of, we must take baby steps in that direction. The golden key here is to stay curious, open-minded, and willing to experience yourself as more than what you were told that a normal human being was capable of. Third secret is accessing your own Akashic record is about transcending the judgmental mind. Now, this may be the most challenging aspect of entering one's records. Excuse me. Generally, the mind has many good and bad opinions about ourselves and what it would like to see and not see in your records. The mind wants to be right and not wrong, and gets attached to what it likes and doesn't like to experience. These biased opinions can skew your perception when viewing your own Akashic record. Viewing somebody else's record is easier, as you wouldn't have a strong emotional desire about what you want and do not want, what you want and what you don't want to see. Yet with your own record, your ego may resist seeing certain images or creatively invent fantasy-type images that boost your sense of self-esteem or worthiness. The secret to if you're coming from ego or spirit when viewing your own Akashic record is noticing if there is an emotional pull in any specific direction. Getting past this block can take time. Yet with practice, learn how to tell the difference and discover accurate information about what you see. Fourth secret, accessing your Akashic record, is about surrounding yourself in the most loving, protective, healing, and safe energy you can imagine. Feeling 1,000% safe inside is the golden secret to relaxing your body deeply and being capable of entering the collective database and retrieving the information you're looking for. If you do not feel safe, you may rush through the experience or perhaps not trust the information you're guided to. Imagining yourself surrounded by a large golden white sphere of impenetrable light allows your subconsciousness to open and receive the information in your Akashic record. Everybody who has ever existed in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, has contributed to the information contained within the Akashic records. Our thoughts, experiences, actions were never private or owned by us. They are part of the global mind, energetic body, and consciousness. People who access the Akashic records, like Nostradamus, Quetzalcoatl, Rudolf Steiner, Mary Baker Eddy, Emanuel Swedenborg, Edgar Cayce, were quote-unquote normal human beings like you and me who decided to work this inner muscle and focus their minds in a way where this greater knowledge was given freely. The Akashic Records can be experienced as a field of alive conscious energy found within every situation you are in. Just stop and look within this moment to explore what is here in this now experience. Go through and beneath your emotions and thoughts. Notice the consciousness that is always here. We are tightly woven into this universal web of awareness, and the space between our thoughts is the doorway into the Akashic Records. When we open the subconscious connection, we can pull up specific information about any soul's journey in any place or time throughout existence. The basic requirements to begin this journey are having a peaceful outer environment and a patient, open mind. The main thing to remember when tapping into the Akashic Records is that you are entering an extremely deep meditative state. It is similar to how whales dive into the ocean's depths. Mystical, powerful, and transformative. Through consistent meditation, you will learn how to quiet your mind. Access your personal Akashic record through sight, hearing, or a certain knowingness in your body. Reading your personal Akashic record is like tuning your car stereo to a specific channel. Your soul emits a signature frequency, and then the data is transmitted from the record. There is a distinct feeling of being centered and aligned with this universe when you are tuned to your record. Truly open and aligned, you can download lifetime information from your soul's journey in a single second. Creating deeply and deep information from Akashic, not manipulated or forced. The information comes when you are relaxed, open, and often in an unexpected moment. The deep spiritual insights you most need simply flow through you when the body-mind is receptive. Each time you practice, you'll get better, like riding a bike. It may feel impossible at first, yet with patience, you'll receive more information each time. There is nothing to fear in opening your Akashic records. They reveal only what your soul is ready to receive at this point in your journey. What comes through can be profoundly healing, offering visions of your enlightened future, self, or past events that need releasing. So when a lot of people ask about the Akashic Records, what are they? You got it there in a nutshell. It's a vast database of information, and it's updated every split atomic second, because all the species, all the forms of life that gods inhabit throughout all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever been, forever, all that information is housed in this vast sea of information. And it constantly is being added to. So that's when I say you can literally, if you wanted to, plug into all the ascended masters that ever were, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. All of the quote-unquote saints. all the information, all the gurus. Why is that possible? Because we are all one. We have not been anything else but one. We create illusions of separation so that we can function and express ourselves through material physical life. And it's a process that's highly recommended, because that's where all of the answers that you're looking for are there. You plug into the God that you are. Then the God opens up the door to all of that knowledge, all of that information. And then you just have to pick and choose. And you won't come across anything that will be disturbing, because it only divulges to the soul what the soul can comprehend. See, there really isn't, we use the word secret a lot about many things, but this isn't a secret. This is part of our path. It's part of our existence as gods. Doesn't it make sense that we have an unending, great hall of knowledge where we can walk in, plug into at any time through meditation and access it? You have a question, you haven't gotten an answer on the question, and you go into meditation, you go into the hall, and you maybe go down one of the aisles, so to speak, and you pick up the information. There it is. And it's automatically sent to you through the soul. That's like when I say anything that's ever been invented, created, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, forever, and you come up with something, it's already there. It's already there. This opens up many avenues because it gives us a clear comprehension of the fact that we're all-knowing and all-seeing gods. And like everything that you really want to access, right? It's in meditation. It's in quiet. It's when you're relaxed into your body, still as a statue, focused on your breath rising and falling. You go into meditation, and you're able to access this. You're able to access the God that you are within that body, the soul. Then at that stage, you're able to manifest anything you desire. So the question is posed, what? Well, how come not everybody's just manifesting everything they want? Because they don't know how, number one. They don't know how. They're kind of, let's say, separated. Illusionary separation from knowing just how powerful they are. How many people you believe on this planet, and I'm talking heart-mindedness, that are heart-minded, focused on the now, and manifest anything they choose? How many people do you think there are like that? I mean, you can have a bunch of people that claim that they're spiritual gurus, masters, awarded all kinds of accolades, have had all kinds of experience. And yet, they have not been able to access deeply their own soul. And this is why I repeatedly state we are omnipotently powerful, supreme, manifesting, abundant beings that never die. We are housed in these bodies so that we can experience material, physical life. And in doing so, we stay in heart-mindedness so that we're able to attract anything we desire into that life. We're able to create any avenue into that life. And you look at things from a much different perspective. The surrounding atmosphere around you is what? Peaceful outer environment. And a patient, open mind. And you're entering a deep meditative state. People say, well, why can't we just be walking around footloose, fancy-free, and, just open the door to the Akashic Hall, the great hall of knowledge, wisdom? Because we're too preoccupied in ego mind, too distracted. Remember, ego mind, this is what creates all the unsuredness and all this stuff. What creates it? The ego mind. And so we experience it. There'll be a lot of people, professionals, out of business on this planet once we embrace the heart-mind. Because you won't need psychologists and psychiatrists, that stuff. Because you'll be heart-minded, you'll be spirit. You won't, right? Arguing a fact, analyzing, judging, being in control. And every one of us, every piece of the puzzle, and that's what we are, pieces of the great grand puzzle, deserve the best of everything. Without a question, without a doubt, every one of us deserve the best of everything. Not being convinced on a continual basis that, well, oh no, you're at this level and you're at this class, and you can't be there. You're supposed to be here. All of that is ego mind programming, and it's actually nudged, pushed, and accelerated through outside influences. Not inside, it's all outside. And what we're about is finding out about who and what we are truly, dearly, and deeply. We shift the vibrational frequency of this planet across the entire planet. Yet, not only this planet, but throughout the universe. And most of us are more concerned about what? Out there. We're concerned about what's out there. And the most of us will spend this life concerned about what's out there. And then you'll leave the body and say, what the heck was I doing? Believe it or not, we do come here to enjoy our lives. That's what we all come here for. Fun, adventuresome, not taking it so seriously, not sweating the small stuff. But what most of us have been trained to do since birth, since the body's born, is to take life seriously. We grow up taking life seriously. Well, you're an adult, you take life seriously. There's serious stuff here. I can't be a kid because I'm an adult now. I got to take this all as serious. And when you let go, you will find when you let go of everything, you just let go. You give it to the universe genuinely, not faking it. But genuinely, you give it to the universe. Say, here, universe, you take this. You know better than I do. And it does. And then you communicate with it on a daily basis. Because it knows better than we do. And it never makes a mistake. And constantly working 24/7 to bring us what we desire. For us, not to us, for us. And it's once you step into that room, so to speak, you become elated, blissful, joyful. Because this isn't permanent. This is like it's a temporary experience. Well, what is it that is permanent? The gods that we are. We are permanent. We are all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Master creators and manifestors. And all of this is about opening up our awareness through heart-mindedness and deep meditation to access everything that's always been there. Like the AKASHIC records, the great hall of knowledge. You want to know certain things? You're not going to know it out there. You really aren't. You want to know things about you. You want to know about your soul. You want to know about the God within the soul. You want to know about the kingdom of God. You want to know about the heaven that you are. That's where it's at. You're not going to find it out there. So, in the quiet time of this meditation, you can focus on that. Join in meditation. I'll return to close this out. had some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Happening today. Remain still, relaxed into your body. Focus on your breath rising and falling. You are the star of your movie. As the star of this grand motion picture called The Amazing Life of You, you have the most fantastic role to play. Your main part is to do whatever you want. That's right. Your job is to do whatever makes your heart sing the loudest every single day. And yes, your purpose is to totally enjoy it all. You're here to become so liberated that you can celebrate the drama, enjoy the sad parts, the scary scenes, and love all the amazing actors and performers you meet on stage along the way. Once you can enjoy every single interaction on the grand stage of this life, you'll discover your soul's higher purpose for being here. Saying yes to the pure enjoyment of each scene can be quite a challenging feat, as you may not remember that this incredible show is very temporary, and one day it will all be over. This big, bodacious truth hits you when all the props, costumes, masks start falling off everyone as we reach the final scene at the end of the show. You've been such an awesome actor. It's time for you to be rewarded for your work. Step down off the stage tonight. Take a long, deep look into the mirror. Receive the standing ovation you deserve. We all love you and recognize there's not enough trophies to give you for being this amazing soul that you are. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning. We'll return here tonight, Wednesday, October 8th, 2025, after 9:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our Time for Change call. And Thursday, October 9, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest, the deepest, deepest, purest, the purest, purest, eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's happening inside you or outside of you. Open your heart. Allow the magic to flow in.